I've got about 5 minutes on styluses, different from the previous stuff here. These are really the styluses you'll see in the players that you own, other than that one. What's the difference between a white stylus and a blue one? In terms of its play quality, there's no difference. However, the tip on a white stylus is natural diamond, tip on a blue one is artificial manufactured diamond. That's it. Two different manufacturers make these.
Any difference in the quality at all?
Visual quality, absolutely none. They're interchangeable tips. So what about the secret green one? It looks like what's called a 154216. It goes in a JK player, but this is actually a ruggedized stylus made for a modification of the 400 RC made for video games. It goes very quickly between scan points. Okay. It'll work on most 400s. On other JK players, it may or may not work. When I repaired yours, it does work.
Yeah, nice.
It's called a 16 something or other, 16011. You won't see too many of these.
No, I only got it because I'm pretty sure the player I got was from inside the Valley machine.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
okay, that makes good sense.
There was a guy in Ohio, he had like 3 or 4 of the machines, but they were just water damaged and destroyed. It's like balsa wood basically. You can see it shredding apart. Like they weren't worth saving, but the players were. So I got the players from them.
What about the PCB?
Everything was trashed. Just terrible. The glass was broke, everything on it. Like they were, trust me, of all people I wanted to take one and go, I'm gonna fix this.
Does anybody have a working NFL football?
Get the like the arcade?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Someone does. There's video of it, so there is someone.
Yeah,
Someone actually has a machine.
Yeah, there's video of it on YouTube right now. There's at least, I saw at least 2 videos of someone playing one and someone just walking around it while it's running.
Oh, okay.
So they are out there and they do work. And I guess the board is easily found. Like they use that board for a bunch
the
of
same board in
other
a
stuff.
lot of games, but the ROM set's different.
Yep.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
People will pretty much sell you any copy of a ROM online. Yeah, I've seen the parts to put one together, but I've never actually seen one up and running.
I've seen the glass and like the footballs and a couple other things for sale. I just never seen an actual full functioning one other than you just said there's one for like $3,500 on eBay right now. Works.
Well, let's go get it.
This is the other stylus.
Yeah, we can share it.
It's
Right.
just
You get
made
it in
by
December, I get
Hitachi.
it, you know.
It comes in a mono and a stereo version. If the Hitachi one, if the serial number begins with a G1, G2, 3, it's mono. G4, 5, it's stereo. Next slide. I think I'm showing everything with the same. Same
That's a little different one.
RCA's final stylus production was 1985. So anything you buy out there, of course, is 30 plus years old. So if you ever see something says new, no guys, no, it's not new. Any way you look at it, it's not new. Japanese CED support ended in 1993. I don't know when they stopped making styluses, but parts were not available other than it now exists in dealer stock, and not much, right? Yeah. So the cartridge supply is from remaining dealer stock, if it's still there, and we at Sedatum can repair, clean, and rebuild those styluses. Other than the Hitachi, we do not have parts for those now. We did have earlier, we do not. Now, question?
I thought I had read somewhere about like the green foam inside the boxes would like eat away at the copper or something like that.
Yeah, we'll say something about that, and that's,
Okay.
that's true, unfortunately. Next slide. This is the makeup of a cartridge. We've shown our FG cartridge, but the JK is pretty much the same. There's a rod connects to the diamond tip, which is here, and it's flexible on the rubber mounting here with a iron plate. The iron plate is the one that, the back of the player here, and if you touch it, you can see it goes backwards and forwards. If you're going to lose the magnet off the arm stretcher, this is where it's going to stay, on the back of that plate. If you're lucky to buy a stylus with a magnet on, you know that somebody's got it bad. We are seeing an awful lot of problems now with the fly lead. It's made of a copper alloy, and it's made of material which is just like watch springs. This is in fact which is where we buy them. We buy watch spring material. And what usually happens, could you have the next slide?
Yes.
No, the next one after that, is that this fly lead breaks, which of course disconnects the diamond tip from the contact point.
Right.
And usually the giveaway is that the fly lead has gone brown or black and then broken.
It's like the one I just gave you.
Yeah, we see this an awful lot. Could we go back to the previous clip? Recently, we were offered 20 different styluses. We agreed to take them if they worked. Only one of the 20 worked, and all the others had fly speed damage. Fly lead damage. All new in boxes, just like advertised on eBay.
You cut the orange tabs too, where they're that new.
Another funny one, you may have seen that box on eBay as a stylus warranty room, the guy selling it. He sold it to a guy that sent it to me for repair. So that's an illustration of what happened.
Yep.
Yes.
They might as well just have it shipped to you.
So you can't repair them if the fly lead's broken? You can't repair them?
Yes,
You can repair
we can do that. We have new fly leads made, they're laser cut, and we can fit these.
Okay, good.
It's a tricky thing to do, but we do it. And usually the diamond tip and the diamond metal part are not damaged. It's just the fly lead itself that suffers this problem.
What do you charge to do that now, John?
It's at $14.
Just
Fly
$14?
lead, yes. 1-4.
Okay. How about just to like rebuild it if the fly lead's not broken?
If the fly lead's not broken and there's no output from the stylus itself, it usually means that the diamond is chip, the metal chip is broken. We'll put a new diamond in, that's $35.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a gemstone, and that's what it costs.
Okay.
Yeah. Next step.
Did you salvage the rest of the 19, or did they go to the trash? You said
No,
only-
they were only fly lead problems.
Oh, so you were willing to take all of them? You just...
Yeah, I got a better price.
Okay, that's right. I just didn't want them to get
I
thrown
don't buy
away.
any styluses now without having to test them. So.
Yeah. That's the one you want to do?
Hmm?
Is this the one you want
Yes.
to do?
That's what a good stylus should look like. I've got many pictures of those. We got a microscope with a camera on it, so we can do that.
Is that on an Hitachi stylus?
I
I feel like the little orange
think
part.
you're right. It might be.
It's a-
Yes.
like a-
Yeah.
like an
The
yeah.
stereo Hitachis.
Yes. If you, there would be a little kind of red.
A little bump up.
Yeah. Excellent.
Ooh.
That's what it was. What we got when it came in.
Looks like
Wow.
an insect shell.
I know,
Yeah, I
right?
think this is kind of a bug on it too. We get all kinds.
Next one.
Yeah, go on.
Yep, that's it.
So be very, very careful with styluses.
What about like plain discs and like, because I mean all these discs now over the years have been around where dust could have gotten in, or you know the lubricant could have gotten hardened on the disc. I mean, is it just going to be playing them and cleaning the styluses, or?
Please try to avoid playing any disc that people try to clean with any solution, because once that oil layer is off, you're just grinding the tip of the stylus and it'll get all that black deposit on it. I would avoid the yard sale discs and rental discs. But if you get any disc in, do a physical examination, just pulling it out and check it.
Now, is there a noticeable sight difference? Let's say someone took dish soap and washed the disc. Can you
Yes.
tell a difference by looking at that one next to another one, or?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
If you come over, I'll pull one of those discs and show you what you'll see.
Oh, I want to see that too. I'd like to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, there is a
Very cool.
difference, yes. Now, a wash disc will be great once.
Right.
So if you want to make a DVD copy, then this might be.
There you go, yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering, I read you
you could clean the disc wet, but not use a detergent that takes the coating off. Is that possible? Like for ones that are really bad?
It is. During the production of the discs,
I've never used a PS, but.
one of the
Power
cycles
data.
in cleaning the disc, they get what's called the flash off. That's the little spiral bits that machine off the edge. And then they put it through a high intensity ionized water spray, okay? That takes off all the impurities and they put the oil down. So you can in fact clean the disc with distilled water.
Okay.
If you spin it in an adapter with a drill and get the water to go off to the edge and spray away, that often helps. But I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't put any kind of anything in the distilled water.
I usually just use like a surgical cloth and maybe just wipe it off once in a while. Is that okay to do? Or not really?
No experience with that. I'll hedge on that question.
I think they wipe the
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
But don't use a DVD or CD
No.
cleaning cloth on it.
Someone was using the touchless or brushless record cleaners, the vacuum ones that don't have any contact. Is that okay?
I suppose it would be if it doesn't make contact with the
Okay.
disc.
So I figured it seemed to be doing okay, but I.
Yeah.
Oh, the record vacuums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ones with the weight and the spins
Yeah.
and it's vacuum underneath.
I mean, they're
It seemed to be working, but I didn't know if it would be good or bad, so I never really took any.
If I get a used disc in I want, I'll probably play it a couple of times with old Stylus, because two things happen. One, if there's dust on the disc, the old Stylus pushes it aside and it goes away. Second play, it cleans up the disc, so that's a good way of conditioning a disc before you.
Yeah, you said the safest way to clean the disc is to play it, right?
Yes,
Just over and over.
You don't have to use your best Stylus on that. Use one that's got a grainy picture you don't want to watch. So.
I mean, either way you clean it, I mean, wet or dry or whatever, it's gonna take some of that coating off. Is there a way to try and recoat it?
I know of no other way of doing that.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious.
I'm not sure if we could get the silicone oil again that they used. I've never tried.
I imagine it's
that.
very thin, whatever.
Yes. It may have a solvent with it too, and I don't know what that is. So.
Okay.
Flip through after these.
Yeah.
And that silicone layer lasts for.
Oh, one
days.
other little thing. If you want to examine one of the FG Stylus is the best tool you can use. Very expensive. It's a 2D nail. What's this? Put it in here. And there.
Cool.
Breaks it. Take it out.
Mm.
This is an example of a stylus with a broken fly lead. You can pass that around. You're going to see many of these. And part of it might be due to an outgassing of the green stuff in here after
Take the
20
green,
years.
take the green foam out.
No, it's already
Oh, sorry.
It's already too late, yeah.
It's already gassed.
gassed.
Okay.
Wasn't there something about the white JK
Yeah.
stylus?
Apparently the
That
boxes
just do-
had problems, and they went to a brown box.
They went to the
Yeah.
brown, okay.
Same argument.
Yep.
It was sealed one box still.
Yeah.
I wonder
Right.
if that's any good.
The ones that are sealed are the worst because everything's trapped inside.
I suppose.